basically, what I was saying is the glam and glitz aspect of it. It's, you've got to have that foundation. And I think I was giving an example of, a relationship that you might have. You might meet that someone and there's sparks flying everywhere and you're swinging from the chandeliers and it's wow, 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 wow. But the truth of the matter is, when that disappears, you've got nothing to talk about. You've got no communication. You got no friendship. You got no love. It was built on lust, so to speak. So the lust of money, the lust of power, is very different to say, for instance, whenever I created something like when I created BlockFit, which was 5 years ago, dance, combat, hit, yoga, meditation. It wasn't because I was thinking to myself, I want to become a multimillionaire and I want to do this. That was a byproduct. For me, it was built on a foundation of how many people can I change? How many lives can I change? How many people can I reach? What legacy can I leave behind that can continue benefiting mankind? That was my primary thought. And because it was built on that, it was about my passion. That correlated with my passion and my mission, which coincided with my vision to execute it and make it thrive. And I did. I trained over 1,000 instructors and it was going fantastic. And then of course we had COVID and boom, it took a rest. But through that, I created Who Breath, which is an ancient breathing technique. And now that's brought me to the retreats. That's why in Portugal, and again, you can achieve incredible things even in lockdown. From the 20th of September to the first week of November, I managed to have 5 different retreats, even in lockdowns, and even when most people were scared to leave home, and even so these things have happened and will happen and will continue to grow, because they built on a foundation of not how much money can I make, but what difference can I make. And the money is a byproduct, and the money is coming in, and all these amazing people are taking life-changing experiences with them that money can't buy. So what I mean is, I truly believe, but this is just me, because we're all different. Some people go, hey, listen, I love my life. Give me the glam and glitz, and don't talk to me about spirituality. Listen, and I was that guy. For me, it was like outside of a bottle of JD and a party with some beautiful women. I didn't want to know. I get it. What I'm saying to you is, I'm 50 years young in 2-3 months. So I'm 50 years old. So what I'm going to share with you, as I'm sure most of you are, young enough to be my sons and daughters, what I'm sharing with you is experience and wisdom coming through actual experiences where I've had it all, invested my life savings in property in Dubai, got conned out of all of it, everything. And I had to start again. And as they say, desperation is the mother of all inventions. And that was the moment to go, okay, am I going to go commit murder? Or I always go, okay, God or universe, whatever you want to call it, you've obviously got bigger plans for me. And those bigger plans are very, very true, because the universe is corrective, never vindictive. It gives you what you need, not what you want. Because what you want is not necessarily good for you. But we don't see it at the time. And all I'm saying is, I love business people. I love entrepreneurs. I love people that create. I love people that want to go out there and go, yeah, I can do this. And I love the people that say, come on, that's a problem, I'm seeing a solution. Don't say why, I say why not. Don't see a stumbling block, I see a stepping stone. I love those kind of people because they give me that energy. It's like, wow, amazing. But don't let the energy be misplaced in a bottomless pit that never says thank you. That's all.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what might interest you, and I want to talk about it as much as possible because I think it's so important, is this whole thing about being mission orientated. Every organization, every business that I'm involved in or partnered in or consult in, I'm always talking about, you got to have a mission, because as as much as, like you say, your ego would like to think so, people don't come and work for you. I know people don't work for me, they work for the mission.
Yes.
Yeah, they're in touch with the mission, you know, and just one of the missions, like when we want to train people in property investing, we want to design, create, and deliver the most life transformational experiences, coaching, and training to assist people to live like this. These five, we call it the 5 freedoms: financial, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual.
That's right. That's absolutely bang on right. That's exactly what we do here, because that's the completion. You see, when one thing is missing, it's not complete. And what I'm saying is you can have it all. And a lot of people that are money orientated, sometimes they go, hold on a minute, don't spirituality, all that. They instantly associate that with dogma or religion, and this is nothing to do with that. You know, as a matter of fact, as we're speaking, I'm in the middle of just creating a 40-day Who Breath life transformation, and I'm involving all of these things together. And as you know, and I know, and as most of these wonderful people here listening to this, they have a ritual. You know, again, all the people that are successful, that embody the positive mental attitude philosophy, there are only 2 thoughts. PMA, positive mental attitude, equals your friends, equals success and happiness. NMA, that's your enemy, which is negative mental attitude, equals failure and misery. We give you the tools, but you're the architect of your own destiny. But there are certain proven formulas. As I said, dream it, believe it, work for it, achieve it. Because a dream without action is like a car without an engine. It's going nowhere. It's going to look pretty, but it ain't going nowhere. So there are criteria to follow. And if I may share this with you, is first thing in the morning, you've got to have a ritual. And that ritual cannot be your telephone, cannot be social media. Now, a lot of people go, oh, I've been working really hard. What you been doing? Oh, yeah, man, I'm working my ass off. Really? How many hours? Oh, 16 hours a day. Okay. Well, at times up by 7, that's like 90 odd hours. That's double the amount of most people are working. Okay, let's break it down. Break it down, hour by hour, minute by minute, whatever. Let's break it down. But what you find is most people think they're working. Oh, what's that? Yeah, Instagram. Oh, YouTube. Okay. And so what I'm saying is, the first thing you got to do, you got to understand that a battle won in the brain is already a day one in your execution. So the first thing you do is you wake up. You don't have to be religious. That's why I say I created Who Breath. It's just breathing. Breathing is an ancient breathing technique, but it will still your mind. It will, in 20 minutes, you'll achieve more than people that have been meditating for a year, because you'll feel it instantly. So that might not be your thing, but if you got up and went, okay, I'm not going to touch social media, I'm not going to touch my emails, I'm not going to do anything, and you go, but hold on a minute, my day starts at 7. We'll wake up at 6 o'clock. Do an hour of me time. Chico time. Sorry, I couldn't help that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's a good point, because I want to quick fire some questions. Yeah. I'm going to challenge you, see if you could do quick fire answers.
Okay.
Yeah. So and we've had so many requests. People want to hear you sing as well. So we're going to do some quick fire questions. Yeah. And we're going to do some quick fire answers. Then we're going to, put a request in. All these people put a request in to hear you sing. But just before we go into that, just on another note, like you said, all this stuff that happens to us and builds our belief systems through our childhood and all the rest of it. Another thing that we are doing through a real life foundation, is we're doing providing real education for the children, like these experiences, that we're talking about, what's really important, like communication, relationships, spirituality, breathing, mood level, positive mental attitude, like all of this stuff in a practical application, performing real education. And we're going to be inviting people, providing real education, doing children events, but eventually we want to build schools and replace the education system. We want to replace the education system, not try and
we replace the education system. I call it legalized indoctrination. And I totally vibe with what you're saying, because my first mission, or shall I say my first promise to my granddad, was, he always says, to whom much is given, much is expected. And I started a charity for children, charity called the Rainbow Child Foundation. And in 12 years, we reached 100,000 children around the world. We put water, sanitation, education all around the world, from South Africa, Malawi, Pakistan, India, all over England. And so what you're doing, and with what you just said, that's music to my heart. That's what makes me tick. But the idea of being able to go, okay, through a bit of knowledge, bit of education, bit of information, we can truly make a difference. And as they say, earlier on, show me the child to the age of 7, I'll show you the man or the woman. So, what you're saying, that makes my heart sing. That makes my soul dance. Keep your money. Because if I do this, there is no richness that you can give me. But I know when you do things like this, the universe, because you open your arms and you're giving, the universe is abundant. It's going to give you everything you want. It will.
Absolutely. And one of the things that we're working on currently is because we train many people to invest in property, and lots of people make lots of money. But like we were talking about before, people think they come for the money, but really they're coming for all of this stuff that you've been talking about. Because, achieving it without any of the fulfillment is, not really achieving it. It's not really the real success. So we're actually doing we're doing a property deal for free. So we pay the professionals like the builders and people, the banks and all of that. But we are doing a property deal for free. All of the money, all of the profit goes to the foundation, 100% of it.
That's fantastic. Fantastic.
And we just bring people in, and people who want to offer services, people who want to donate money, people who want to lend money and get it back, but with no interest, all of that. They are welcome. They are welcome to reach out. They're welcome to get in touch and just be a part of this awesome, project and this awesome movement. So let's ask some questions. Very quick fire questions. I mean, there's been so many comments. So someone said, "What is your biggest regret?"
I get asked that a lot, and the truth is I have no regrets, and I'll tell you for why. You could say I would have done certain things differently, or this or that. But from, let's call it a higher perspective, or just looking at it from a different lens, regretting things, wishing they never happened, say for instance. Every moment of my life that's happened, the good, the bad, and the ugly, has brought me to this moment in time, including having a stroke 2 years ago, and having a near-death experience, seeing other dimensions, seeing my life review, and being given another chance to continue this work. So for me, any of those things that wouldn't have happened, when people say, what would you do differently? I say, not one thing. Because every experience has brought me to this moment in time. And this moment in time, there's no other place I would rather be, and there is no other person I'd want to be. Purely because it was those experiences that I've learned from, that shaped me, that molded me, that made me become the person that I am today. And the person that I am today, I'm happy with that person, mentally, physically, and spiritually, especially spiritually, because I feel that I found my calling. And when you find your calling, that's it. That is it. Every day is a Saturday, or shall I, every day is a Money Monday.
Awesome. This one is a great one to follow on with. What step did you take that made the biggest difference in your life?
Biggest step? Well, if it was career-wise, it would be auditioning for the X Factor. Spiritually, it was meeting my spiritual master. relationship wise, marrying my best friend. There is so many wonderful moments in my life, and they all contributed to this which we live in now. And I think we can all agree that 2020 is a year that most of us want to forget. It's been pure heaven for some, pure hell for the many. And irrelevant of your belief system, what you believe, whether you want to get vaxxed or you don't, or whatever it may is that you believe in, we can all agree that we are living in the PRS system, which is, create a problem, get a reaction, find a solution. Solution being the COVID. Now, the thing that we have to grasp is it's a divide and conquer. And when you start to understand the reality of what I was talking about, when you live in here, you'll understand there is no you or me. There's just we. We. That's a French, it even correlates with the French word yes. Say yes to we as one humanity. And as the great Bob Marley would say, one love, what about one heart? Let's get together and feel alright. Come on, sing it. One love, what about one heart? Let's get together and feel alright. It's a real life, one love. Monday night, we're feeling alright. Real life, one love, one life. Monday, and we're feeling alright. There you go.
Awesome. I can feel the applaud from all of the living rooms, bedrooms, kitchens, wherever they were watching that. Thank you so much. That was so amazing. Before you go, we have one last question that we ask everybody, whatever we do on any of our shows that we do. But before I do that, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on, being a real inspiration. I know we all normally say, look, if just one person gets a little bit of insight and it changes their life, puts them on the right direction, then that's great. But I know this video is going to take many people. We have gone over, so I know a lot of people have gone. We have a mastermind for our community that's already happening, already underway. But before we send everyone else off and we say our final thank you for you, we always have this phrase, right? And this question. Yeah. We have a phrase, but I want to ask you a question. And that is, we say this thing and we can never let the people forget this. And that is to do the right thing for the right reason. Now, why is that?
So why did you ask me why is that?
Yeah.
The right thing for the right reason. This is what I call let your actions be with the right intention. The reason for that is because many people will do an action to receive something. There is an ulterior motive. But you see, when you do something with the right reason, the right action with the right reason, that's feeding your soul. When you do it the other way, that's feeding your ego. Now, do you want to be happy and fulfilled, or do you just want a momentary gratification that will come back and bite you in the ass? I say, do the right thing with the right reason.
That is super awesome. And I always ask this question because I love hearing the answers. Yeah. But what I want to do, and I want to invite you in doing now, is I want you to finish our phrase off, because this thing that we always say you got to do the right thing for the right reason, because that is the only way that you're going to discover your true potential.
Do you want me to add something to that?
Well, yeah. Can you say that for us, and then you add whatever you want to add?
Again, do the right thing with the right reason.
Do the right thing for the right reason, because it's the only way you're going to discover your true potential.
Do the right thing for the right reason, because it's the only way you're going to fulfill your true potential or find your true potential.
Discover your true potential.
Sorry.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, and you wanted to add something?
Yeah. If I may leave you with this, as I said, COVID has really made us realize what's important. Look, I've been to where people perceive happiness to be, it doesn't live there. The prerequisite for happiness ain't money and richness. Trust me, your health is your wealth and your wealth is your health. If you can wake up every day, make sure that your actions are with the right intention, and you can sleep at night with a clear conscience, then trust me, my friends, you're the richest people in the world. It is the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You're not going to take it with you. So while you have it, share it. And if you've got nothing to give a smile and let it travel 1,000 miles. You reach people's hearts. Love all, accept all, and hate none. For that, happy 21st.
That is amazing. Thank you so much for being on here again. Yeah. Well said. Love the ride and everything.
Can I just say, I'm here. This is our villa and our retreats. We're going to start the retreats from the middle of April. You can go to itschicotime.com, and when they let us fly, please fly and come and see us and spend a week with me. I'd love to go to you.
For sure. That will definitely be happening. So awesome to have you here. You heard what Chico said. If you want to be going out there to the retreat, what is the website? It's chicotime.com. You can't forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
I will be asking you guys a few questions about remortgaging and stuff like that, or selling, or because we're trying to relocate here, and I don't know much about it, but obviously I'm in the company of experts, so I'll be asking a few questions. And you know what? I'd love, Lewis, thank you for this hookup, and my friend Justin, who introduced me to this whole, community. And I love being around you guys. You inspire me to do better and become a better person, and it's lovely, So it's just wonderful to be in this synergy that's creating this beautiful synchronicity stuff. For that, I want to say thank you, truly.
Awesome. You are so welcome. It's been amazing to have you on here. So we're going to say bye to these guys. Thank you so much. We're going to see you next time.
Big love, man.